Hello, I'm Fast Lawyer. I'm with Oculus Rift Reviews. Today we're going to review and play sCATter VR. sCATter VR is a game on the Steam store for the Valve Index, HTC Vive, Oculus Rift, and Windows Mixed Reality. It's a game by Speed Games Company Limited, released on the Steam store February 8th, 2019. It normally retails for $19.99. I got a free Steam key through the Steam Curator Connect program. And yes, this is another music rhythm game for VR. As you know, there's a lot of music rhythm games in VR. And despite that, I still recommend this game. This is a fun game to play. I'm gonna rate it a 7 out of 10. One thing this game gets right that a lot of other music rhythm games get wrong, and I'm not saying all of them, I'm just saying a lot of music rhythm games get wrong, is it is set to the beat of the music. So a lot of the music rhythm games that I don't like are games where your actions, especially the ones that involve shooting, don't really correspond with the notes, with the beat of the music, with the rhythm. In this game, it absolutely does go with the rhythm of the music. I believe these are handcrafted beat maps because it's really well done. You kind of feel like you're clapping along, you're dancing along. You just feel the beat. You don't even need to look at the visuals to know when to shoot. You know when to shoot, you just don't know how you're going to have to shoot. So that's the only reason you have to look at the screen, is because obviously you want to know where your target is. You want to know whether it's a double note or it's a single note. Although sometimes you can even tell, yeah, this upcoming one is going to be a double note, because you can tell that little extra beat to it. So yeah, this is a fun game. It's approachable too. A lot of games like this that are a little too difficult at the higher levels make it really a high bar entry. However, this one has real simple levels along with more approachable, medium levels, and then there's the really hard stuff that it's going to take you ages to master. And look at the leaderboard. Some people have done that, and I have no idea how they got those high scores. I couldn't do it if I wanted to in a million years. They've somehow managed to get those high scores. I try not to look at the high scores because I always get deflated when I see the people with in the highest difficulties get these S grades, and I just don't know how they did it. I can barely survive in the higher levels, and you'll see that in the upcoming songs a little bit harder than the first one. This song that I'm playing is one of my favorites. If there is a weakness to this music rhythm game, it is the song selection. It's all stuff you've never heard before. Now, these two ones that I showed are probably two of my favorite songs from all the list. Now, it took me about 90 minutes to play all the songs in rotation. I don't remember how many songs that was. I believe it was at least 20 plus, maybe 30 songs. Most of the songs were, the 2-minute, 3-minute variety. But I do remember I played lots of songs before I got through with all the songs available. So there is quite a bit of songs, anywhere. I believe it's like 26, 27, somewhere in that range, number of songs. And keep in mind, I just played them all in one difficulty, and I changed it up. Sometimes I would play easy, although only a few songs I played easy. Most of them I played medium difficulty, and a few I played hard, and a few I played on the, it says extra, but it should say extreme level. There's also hyper. So yeah, I tried all the difficulties just to see the differences, but for the most part I stuck around with the average difficulties, and I enjoyed those the best because I thought those corresponded usually mostly with the song, versus some of the higher difficulty songs with simpler beat seemed like it was even though it did correspond, it just wasn't as good a feel as the normal tempo, normal difficulty songs with those tempos that aren't quite as fast. But definitely, even the extreme ones, when there's a song that's really up tempo, they're going for every little rhythm in there. And yeah, I don't know how a human can possibly get those scores, but some people did. Now, this was a seated experience for me. Now, you can play standing if you want, but I don't see any real reason to. You do have to have good aim with your guns, and you kind of have to learn just to hit fire, just to be able to hit those targets without really focusing on the aiming. Because if you focus on the aiming, there's no way you're going to get these targets. So you kind of just have to go see the especially at the higher levels, kind of memorize the patterns just to get those notes. Now, that's not something I was able to do, as you can tell by all my mistakes here. But I had a blast playing this game. Even the songs that I didn't like that much, it was still fun playing. And I could always just feel the rhythm, you know. I could like clap along, and I was doing it exactly with my trigger. So I'm going to give this again, I'm going to give this game a 7 out of 10. I had fun. I do recommend it. I wouldn't say this game's in the top tier of music rhythm games. I would say it's just a notch below. But mostly that has to do just with song selection and maybe the UI. It's kind of messy. It's not a clean UI. And those little cat faces, I mean, they're cute at first, but it doesn't really go along with anything else that's in the game. It kind of doesn't make sense. And when the notes are in those high tempo songs, where there's a bunch of notes and they're all blue, the same color, it's kind of hard to tell how many times you should tap to that, especially when they're all over the place. I would have liked more than 2 colors just to differentiate that a little bit, although the red ones obviously are always paired. So yeah, I do recommend this game. I'm going to give it a 7 out of 10. It's really good, but I wouldn't say it's in the top tier. I'm Fast Lawyer. If you like my video, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Thank you for watching. Have a wonderful day. Goodbye.